Okay, let's see where we're at here. Okay, there it is. I was just waiting for it to verify that the stream was up. Okay. All right. Let's make sure that my audio is still okay. Where's my audio? There's my audio. Okay, audio is good. Alrighty, fine. Okay. So anyway, let me explain why I'm doing this. Sunday, after verifying that my wife's desktop got upgraded to 11, which was no real issue, she still had a Dell laptop that was still running 10. So that was next. So Sunday, I decided that I was going to do that. And I had to clean off some space on the drive. I thought there was enough space. Turns out there wasn't. But an interesting thing did happen, which I was not aware of. I had a brief email exchange with Doug Betts from Live Windows Training, and he's run into this twice now, I believe. If you're in the middle of doing the 10 to 11 upgrade and you run out of disk space, the system prompts you to plug in some external storage so that it can finish. And I had never heard of that. That was new to me. Big surprise. I'm like, oh, okay. Unfortunately, I have various ways of plugging in external storage into things. Plugged it in and it went through the thing. And it was very slow, unfortunately. I think it took a while. A bit longer than I would have thought was necessary, but it was really, really surprising to see that prompt come up. So that's when I realized that I thought she had a 512 in her laptop. She didn't. It's a 256. And yeah, it ran out of storage in the middle of doing the upgrade. So for those of you who think you're a little tight on space to do the upgrade, it'll probably prompt you to plug in an external storage drive. So that's the story there. So anyway, I'm going to take her Dell Inspiron. I think it's a 5510 if I remember looking it up correctly. It's an 11th gen, so it's obviously several years old. But yeah, I'm going to attempt to clone the drive using the last free version of Macro and Reflect, which is 8 dot something. I don't remember off the top of my head. So here's the way it should go, as opposed to, who knows? My live streams have always presented surprises to me. So I'm just not, I don't know. We'll have to find out. So let me get over here and do this. And over here. Okay. So here's the Dell. There's the USB with the Macro and Reflect on it. There's an enclosure here that I'm going to put the original drive in. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to open the laptop. I'm going to take out the old drive. It's going to go in the enclosure. I'll put the new drive in, and then I'll plug in the Macro, and then, you know, just hopefully it'll boot from that without any issue. And then we're just going to clone the drive. And I don't think that I'll be able to show that to you through a capture card. I'm pretty sure that what's going to happen here is I'm going to have to open the laptop and try to like finagle, move it around so you can see on camera what's going on. So that's where we're headed. So first thing I want to do is I want to get my enclosure opened up because I know that I'm going to need that. And there's my enclosure. It takes all different sizes. All I have to do is, there's this one little, let me see if I can get that there. This one little rubber nub here that I just got to move over to the proper spot. Now this drive in here, which I was also surprised about, is a 2230 size drive. I was not, that was not something that was on my radar. So I was a bit surprised at that. So, okay, the nub's in there. All right, so that's the story. Here's the 512. It's a king spec. It's nothing special. It's 3320 size drive. So that's the story with that right there. So let's get the laptop open first. And full disclosure, I did open this earlier. Actually, I opened it up on Sunday, was it? Yeah, after the upgrade was done, I opened it up and saw that it was a 2230 drive. I was expecting the standard 2280, but that's not what's in here. So I had to order the drive. Otherwise, I'd had something around here and I wouldn't have to worry about it. So let me get myself out of the picture for the moment. And we're going to open this bad boy back up. Should be pretty straightforward. Loosen them up just a little bit. Interesting way this comes apart. This screw here, these screws along these here, they all come out and you put them on the table. These two have retaining clips. They don't pull out. You have to pull the whole thing back up. So that was interesting too. So let me get all of my screws out of this thing. And while I'm doing this, if there's anything going on, let me look at chat real quick. And let's see all who's here. Ken was first, John Williams was second, Poorly Boy was third, Chris Garrett was fourth. Let's see, who else do we have? Anybody else? William Office 2095, hello. I've seen your name before. B.H. Ringer is here. Rick Lates is here. Let's see who else is here. I think that's it for the moment. Long Dog is here. There we go. I just scrolled down and saw his name. Greg M is here. Delman 2000 is here. Okay. All right, so let me finish pulling all of these screws out of here. Like I said, I anticipate this going the way I described, but it's one of my live streams, and we've seen my live streams end in somewhat of a disaster. So, and I did have a little bit of trouble getting it open the first time. I'm hopefully not going to have that problem this time. Okay, that one popped there. That one popped there. Okay, so let me get my other little tools here. And I think the last time I did this, I was able to get in here somewhat. There we go, that popped out. There we go. Yeah, this was a lot more difficult the first time I went to do it. I struggle with it quite a bit, but there we go. Let's get this under here. Where are you? There you are. All right, so I'm going to go around this side. This seems to be the easiest way to deal with this right now. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think this one screw may still be in a bit. There we go. There's that one. And there's that one. Okay. These two screws have retaining clips for some reason. I don't know why, but they do. So that's the story there. All right. So here's our drive here. It's a tiny little guy. Yes, it is. Fortunately, that's not what she said. So we're going to get this guy out of here. All right. We're going to stick that into this enclosure here, like so. It's got just a little nub. I have to kind of like pull it slightly back, and it should stick on there without any trouble. Okay. So that's in. I don't need to put the cover back on, but I am going to put the cover back on. Just to be on the safe side. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to open this guy up here. Okay. Let's see here. How does this open? Okay, it opens this way. At least I think it opens this way. It's fighting with me for some reason. I'm not sure why. There we go. It wanted to fight with me. I don't know why. All right, so there's our drive. We're gonna just open this bad boy up. There we go. Okay. Take the drive out of here. Whoop. It came with a screw, which I don't need, but I don't want to leave it sitting in the laptop because that's not going to be a good thing. All right, so we're going to put this guy in here like so. Right. Okay. Oops, come on you, get in there. Alrighty. There we go. Okay, so that's in. Now, I think the way her laptop works is that as soon as you open it up, it tries to boot. So I'm going to put in, there it is, right in there. I'm going to put the Macrium in here right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, the Macrium there, I think there's a, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the Macrium over here. And I'm going to put the enclosure over here. Okay, like so. All right, now I'm going to open this laptop up. Hang on, oops, sorry, hit the camera. I'm going to open this laptop up. There we go. And it's probably going to try and boot. So let's see what happens. Yeah, the caps light is on. There's the Dell logo. Get these screws out of the way before I wind up knocking them off. Okay. All right, let's see what it's going to try and do. If it's trying to boot from the external enclosure, I'll be a little surprised at that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, inaccessible boot device. All right. So that's, where's the power on this guy? I think it's here. Yeah, there it is. All right, so I don't remember. I think it's F2. I'd have to try to remember. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've had to deal with a Dell. I think it's F2. There we go. I think that's it right there. It should get me somewhere. There it goes. Okay, so here's all our stuff. A little tough to see with the glare. It's an i5-11300. Okay, so I'm going to go into the boot configuration. I can get it to do there. And I'm going to move the mass storage up here. I can do it without a bunch of trouble. Okay, so I've got that. That should be the flash drive. So we're going to apply these changes. Are you sure you want to do them? Yes, I'm sure I want to do them. Okay. All right, now we're going to hit exit. And hopefully it will actually boot to the flash drive. All right, let me plug in my own mouse here. See if there's another. No, there isn't. This one's a little short on USBs, so I'm not going to be able to plug that in. Okay. All right, so what are we going to do here? Okay, it's flashing. There it goes. Macro reflect. There we go. Okay, that was pretty lights. I'm sure is not making this easy, but and it's doing its thing. There we go. Okay, so let me see if I can bring this down a little bit more. Let's see if we can get this to see. Okay, so I think, let's see. Oh no, I may be wrong. Oh, I may be wrong. Okay. Other tasks. Oh, is there not a clone function on this? Oh, come on, there has to be. No, you got to be kidding me. Really? I thought there was a clone function on this thing. Well, that's going to... Hang on a second here. That's going to be a problem. Crap. I thought there was a way to do a clone on this thing. Huh. Crap. Could have sworn there was a clone function on here. Maybe I need the... no. Well, guys, I think... come on. There has to be a way. Am I wrong, guys? I thought there was a... According to Google, there's clone function. Click on the drive. Okay. All right, hang on a second, guys. Let me go back. No, it's not an image file. Hang on. All right, so if I click on the drive is selected. Is it under Actions? Oh, no, it's right there in front of my face. Clone disk. It's right in front of my face. All right, so we're going to clone this disk. But I don't see the other one. Let's see if it shows up. Clone disk destination. It says destination to clone. Yeah, it's not showing. But that's interesting. The drive is not showing up. Hmm. Okay, well, that is a problem. I wonder why the drive's not showing up. Hmm. All right, let me do this. Hang on. I am going to get out of this one. I'm going to get out of this for the moment. See, this is what I'm... this is what I'm worried about. There doesn't seem to be another drive. That's weird. Let's hit refresh. Yeah, it's clone the disk, but it's not showing the other disk. Select a disk to clone to. No, that's not it. So for some reason, it's not showing up. That's weird. It's not showing up. Why is it not showing up? All right, well, this could be a problem. I had two drives selected. Okay. Well, I don't think that's the issue. I'll be completely honest. I don't think that that's the issue. But let's see here. Let's go in through the Type C. See, this is what I'm talking about. Everything I think that should be easy, for some reason I run into trouble, and I don't understand why. Okay, now for some reason it's not turning. Oh, there it goes. Now it turned on. There it goes. Yeah, for some reason it's not showing the disk. That's very strange. Same mind stroke. Yeah. Okay. So I think restore. Yeah. Under backup. There's the drive. There's that drive. Okay. Clone this disk. Oh no. Now the other one isn't showing up. Now they're both not showing up. That is freaking weird. I do not get that. That's weird. All right, let me plug this back into the USB-A port. Give it a minute. Yeah, see, there's the drive. So we're going to deselect that one. That was the only one that's selected. Clone this disk. Select a disk to clone to. Yeah, and it's not showing up. That's very odd. I don't understand that. That's very, very odd. It's not showing up. All right, well, we'll close it, let it shut down for a moment. Why would that not be showing up? think this thing's not shutting down properly. No, it's not. Okay, so we're going to shut it down the hard way. I could feel the CPU getting warm. There we go. Okay, so why am I having trouble with the drive? That's weird. Drive is warm. Like it's definitely getting power. But why is it not showing up? It's very strange. I don't understand. Let's try this again. While we're waiting again, I'll look at chat again, see what's going on, because I am confused. I am very confused at the moment. No, Long Dog, it's a brand new drive. You saw me take it out of the package. It's a brand new drive. It doesn't have anything on it. Yeah, I may have to do that. I may have to go in the, I may have to put the drive back in, the original drive, and then clone it, and then maybe swap it. That's weird. Yeah, it doesn't show the drive. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. That makes no sense. Clone this disk. Select the disk to clone to. And then, yeah, it doesn't show it. All right, so, all right, I think that's the way we're going to go. As much as I don't want to, I think that's the way we're going to go. Let's shut this down. Yeah, I guess we can try it that way. Again, I did not think that this was going to be a problem. Very strange. Very, very strange. All right. All right, let's do it the other way. Yeah. Silly me, I would have thought that I would be able to do that, but apparently it's not going to let me. Which I'm not, again, I'm not 100% sure why this is an issue all of a sudden. All right, so we'll put the original drive back in. We'll put this guy in the enclosure. I would have thought I should be able to do it the other way. but maybe I'm just wrong. Okay. Let's get that in there. Okay. Sorry if this is off camera, guys. It's not my intention, but all right. So that's there, that's there. All right, the original drive is back in. We're going to try this again. Take this guy here, plug that in there. We're going to take this one, plug it in here. We're going to open this up again. Let's see what we get. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Yes, I know. Feet. No, it's not it. Escape. 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 Hold on. We're going to go back in. I'm going to force it again. Okay, so that's where it went. All right. Let's go look at boot configuration again. Yeah, it did that. As soon as I took out the mass storage, that's what screwed it up. It went back. All right, apply changes. Yes. Let's see. Let's look at storage. Okay. What is this? Oh, it's freaking, oh my God, no. Oh. No, you gotta be kidding me. Rapid storage, that's what's going on. You piece of crap. Rapid storage. Son of a. I hate freaking rapid storage with a passion. And this is why. Oh my God. This is why. I'm just, oh, I want to scream. I want to freaking scream. I hate this. I hate this with a freaking passion. Dear God. All right. See, oh, this is what makes me crazy. This is what makes me crazy. Rapid storage. Son of a bitch. That's why it's having trouble. Now, I don't remember. Can I switch it? There's only one drive in the system. Can I switch it? I don't remember. Remind me, guys, can I switch it or not? Because I have the option to disable or AHCI/NVMe. Tell me what you think. Nothing ever. Not, this is what I say when I say that nothing ever goes right. Oh man. Not only that, but when I first looked at the drive had been encrypted. Device encryption was on for this thing. So I had to spend 2 hours decrypting the drive. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Intel rapid storage. Oh my God. I hate that with a passion. There are not enough fires in hell to burn this to the ground. I don't remember. Can I switch it? Can I put it on AHCI/NVMe and it will boot up? Typically switch without data loss, but it requires a specific procedure to ensure Windows boots correction, AI says. All right. Damn it. This aggravates me to no end. It freaking aggravates the crap out of me. All right. So I'm going to have to figure out well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to reboot the system and have it boot from the Mac ROM again and see what I can do. Can I still clone the disk? The fires in hell. Yeah, fires in hell. Pretty much it. Boot to safe mode after switch to a okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I seem to remember. Yeah, okay. See, again, I don't deal with this on a regular basis. I do not deal with any of this crap. Most of the time, the laptops that I have are like Asus and so forth and so on. I don't know if they have this built into them or not. They probably do. But anytime I've ever put a new storage drive in, I do a fresh install just because. So I don't deal with this very often. So let's see. Yeah, boot into safe mode. HCI. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm gonna give this one more shot though. I'm gonna exit out of here and I'm gonna see if it will let me do this. If not, that's fine. Then, but this aggravates the hell out of me. I don't. Anybody who's seen me on any other streams, like on Doug Betts' stream and so forth and so on, and I have a hatred of this rapid storage crap. Again, I don't even know the fires of hell. I like to throw it into the sun. I'm going to try this one more time. I want to see if it will let me, with the original drive in the machine, if it will let me clone it to an external disk. Let's see if it'll let me do that. Yeah, that's a disk image. I don't want that. Come on. Okay, fresh. Okay. Yeah, it won't let me. It won't let me do it. It will not let me do it. You pain in my ass. All right, so, all right, refresh my memory, people. Let it boot. Well, no. Change it, let it boot. It'll probably fail, and then safe mode or safe mode immediately, and go from there. I'm not, don't remember off the top of my head because it's, I have to be able to get into the BIOS to change the way it sees the drive. Because yeah, it's not letting me, it's not letting me see that drive, and that has to be because of that freaking rapid storage crap. How do I feel about liquid metal? Yeah, throw that into the sun too. All right. Never fails. Never fails. All right, so I think what I have to do, and correct me if I'm wrong, I have to change it over in the BIOS. It's going to puke on itself. Have it boot to safe mode. Once it's in safe mode, restart, and then it should be fine. Am I correct in that? It's not a faulty SSD. That's not what's going on here. What's going on here is no matter what I do, whether I put the original drive in the enclosure or I leave it in the laptop, MagRefrect can't find it because it's set to Intel rapid storage technology. It's not set to standard AHCI or AA or whatever the hell it is, or slash NVMe. And what I need to find out, and I need somebody hopefully to tell me if I'm correct, change it in the BIOS, boot the machine. It'll barf on itself. Set it to safe mode. Once I restart it in safe mode, it should load the appropriate drivers, and then I should be able to proceed as normal. I mean, if I don't get an answer, that's fine. I'll end the stream and we'll do this again later. Because I can't be bothered with this nonsense. Right. Right. That's what I thought. You have to change it in the BIOS first, let it puke on itself, and then get into safe mode. That's what I thought. All right. All right. So I guess that's where we're going. Oh man, nothing is ever easy. I try to do things, and this is the stuff that bites me in the ass. Oh my God. All right. I'm trying to decide whether I want to continue with the live stream or I want to do this offline. Because the last thing I want to do is screw this up. This is my wife's work laptop. I don't want to screw this up. It's her own laptop, but she uses it for work. And I really don't want to screw it up. what I should do is which I didn't do because I didn't expect this problem. What I should do is I should probably make an image of the drive. And I don't have, did I not bring down with me? No, I did not bring down with me. I would have to boot up the machine normally, install macro and reflect, do an image, and then go the other way. I'm just trying to decide on whether I want to try this live or do I want to bail and do something else. Yeah, Greg, I know. I have it on slow mode for a reason. I'm sorry. Yeah. I am very tempted to just, yeah, that's my thought too. That's my thought as well. Okay. All right. Yeah, I should probably actually install macro and reflect on this and do an image to be on the safe side. Because yeah, the last thing I want to do is hose this thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to cut my losses at the moment and come back with either a recorded video or another live stream to get this done. So, yeah, Jesus, a 45-minute stream and nothing. I hate to do that. I really do. That annoys the piss out of me. All right. All right, it looks like that's the way we're going. I'm going to have to create an image first. And if I'm going to create an image, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm going to cut my losses. Sorry, guys. I really thought this was going to go a different way. Yes, Greg, exactly right. Yeah, better to not. The wrath of the wife is not a good thing. Absolutely not a good thing. Yeah, 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 it'd be pretty ugly. All right, sorry guys. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm just annoyed. I'm freaking annoyed. This is why I hate OEM equipment. This is why I hate it. Because this is not just on laptops. I've seen this on desktops too, where they do this crap. And it's just another reason for me to hate OEM equipment. I can't stand it. Anyway, I apologize. If I figure it out, or I go through the procedure, that I think the follow-up is going to be a recorded video because I've got too much other stuff to do to this. And I don't want to waste your time just doing software install, waiting for the image to happen, etc., etc., etc. I think that recorded video is probably going to have to be the way to go on this one. I may delete this stream. I haven't decided on that yet either, but as it stands right now, I'm leaning towards actually deleting this. So anyway, you guys have a good rest of your evening. I hate rapid storage with a passion. This is why. See you guys later. Thanks for putting up with me. Bye.